Welcome back to another down-to-earth unboxing, and today we have the Zoom ZDM-1 Podcast Mic Pack ZDM Zoom Dynamic Microphone 1, alright? So I'm going to unbox this and do a quick sound test to let you hear its sound and tell you about it. Let's get started. Now when you buy the ZDM Podcast Mic Pack, you basically get a microphone, headphone, tripod, table stand, windscreen and cable all included with a pack. So there we go. You have your manuals for the stereo headphones and also the dynamic microphone, which is the feature of this pack here. And there you go. So let me just show you what's inside here. First, we have our table mic stand, which is really not very useful unless you want to actually get a proper table mic stand, because with the mic mounted on top of this, what's going to happen is you're going to have a lot of bumps into the microphone when you record with this. And we have the microphone in its full glory, a pop filter. Now let's talk about the microphone. So this is the ZDM Zoom Dynamic Microphone. It's a large diaphragm dynamic microphone. So it does not need condensing. I mean, it's not a condenser microphone, so you don't need phantom power to run this. It's an XLR microphone, so you need to actually plug this into an audio interface or a mixer. Okay. And keep in mind, this is also a super cardioid microphone pickup pattern. So that means what happens is when you record with this microphone, it rejects sound from the left and also from the right. So you have to go quite close to the microphone, which we will do in a while. Now let's go on into the box here to see what else we have. So you get your XLR cables for your microphone straight out of the box as well. And we have the cables which goes into the headphone, which we're going to talk about next. So this is the ZHP Zoom Headphones 1, the right side and the left side. So it's a closed back headphone, so when you put this on, basically what happens is you isolate sound from your ears, which works quite well. But one thing to note is that you cannot actually adjust the band of this headphone. See, it's actually not adjustable. So if you were to put this, you'll see that there's a lot of space on my head and you need to have quite a big head to have this snugly fit on your head. Sound-wise, I've tested this and it's fair, but obviously I've heard better sounding headphones as well. But yeah, for a starter pack, podcast pack, this is great to start with. Just that it's not so comfortable with the fit here. See that? Yeah. Okay, so that's really about it. And last but not least, you have your microphone clip that goes on to the table stand like this, where the microphone would sit up above this. So one thing you need to know about the microphone is it also has a inbuilt shock mount. So that means it minimizes bumps and pops around the microphone, right? So I'm going to set this all up and compare this microphone with another microphone in a sound test. So let me just set this all up and we'll get right back into that. So I've set up both of these mics here. This is the ZDM, the Zoom Dynamic Microphone. So keep in mind, when you buy the ZDM Podcast Pack, what's going to happen is you have the microphone and the headphones, but you need some sort of audio interface or a podcast recording interface like this. This is the PodTrack P4 by Zoom, which I'm going to connect both of these microphones together and let you hear the sound. So this microphone I have here is the SE Electronics X1A, which is a condenser microphone and it requires phantom power. Now the ZDM here, does not require phantom power. Alright, so let's get started. I'm going to plug this into it. So, in goes the microphone. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make sure the levels are okay as I speak into the mic. So with the ZDM, you have to go quite close to the microphone to get a good sound. Okay, so I'm going to see the levels here. And once we're ready, I'm going to hit on record and let you hear it sound. So right now you're listening to the sound in its rawest level. This is without any effects, no compressor, no limiter. This is the ZDM and you're comparing it with the sound that I have here, which is this SE Electronics X1A. Alright, what do you think? So there you go, that's the difference between the microphones that we have here. I hope you can hear the difference in the sound. Well, I think the sound is fair and it's great for a beginner podcast microphone. And if you're doing a lot of podcasts, this would be a great addition to have. It's also quite robust, quite sturdy. It doesn't actually, you will be able to actually last you a while, even if you drop it on the floor. And I think for its price, definitely this will be a great addition for any podcasters who is just starting out. So let me know what you think of the ZDM podcast pack, the microphone, the headphones, and I'd love to hear from what you think. Let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll see you the next time. Thanks again.